He just wanted to give the female chimp a little grooming. But suddenly, she charged forward and grabbed the door, refusing to let him open it. Any slight move from the man, and she'd latch onto his arm, like a warning not to try anything. Luckily, his coworker rushed over in time and saved his arm from being ripped off. Puzzled, the coworker looked at the chimp and saw she'd calmed down and crawled under the bed. They had no idea why she'd lost it like that. To play it safe, they brought over her favorite orange soda. While she went for the drink, they seized the chance to open the door and tried to restrain her with a catch pole, but she dodged, snatched the pole, and tossed it aside. Desperate to get back to her room, she found the door locked. Furious, she started trashing the place, until she spotted someone aiming a tranquilizer gun at her. Enraged and cornered, she turned and bolted into the lab, rampaging through the building. In her frenzy, she crashed through a glass window and burst into a conference room. Not only did she embarrass the company bigwigs, but the security guards who rushed in shot her dead on the spot. The executives immediately declared the experiment a failure and ordered all the chimps used in the trial to be destroyed. But Robert, the guy in charge of the disposal, uncovered a shocking secret. The female chimp had gone berserk to protect her newborn baby. She was already pregnant before she was brought into the lab. Robert couldn't bring himself to harm the innocent little life, so he secretly handed the baby chimp over to the project lead, Will, and let him decide what to do. Will had poured 5 years into this project. He couldn't kill the little guy either, so he broke the rules, took him home, and gave him to his father, who had Alzheimer's, as a pet. He named him Caesar. But what they never expected was that the very next day, while Charles was feeding Caesar, Will noticed something incredible. Caesar was not only extraordinarily smart, but his eyes even glowed with that same green tint as his mother's. 3 years flew by. Under their care, Caesar grew to the size of a full-grown chimp, and his intelligence far outpaced any normal ape. At 18 months, he'd already mastered human sign language. By age 2, his IQ was on par with an 8-year-old human kid. He aced every test they threw at him, and after he turned 3, he was even beating Will at chess. Amazed, Will decided to take Caesar to the forest for some fun. The first time he set foot in the wild, Caesar fell head over heels for that sense of freedom. Whenever Will had time, he'd bring him back, and each time Caesar would climb to the very top of the tallest tree and stare out at the human city below. Slowly, a rebellious spark began to grow inside him, especially when he saw himself leashed like a pet dog. It made him roar in frustration. He started to wonder if he was any different from that dog, just another pet Will kept around. Thankfully, Will always treated Caesar like his own son. Seeing that Caesar was confused about his origins, Will took him straight to the lab entrance and laid it all out. No secrets. His mother was a chimp used in Alzheimer's drug trials, and the drug's effects had passed on to Caesar in the womb. That's why he was born so much smarter than other chimps. The drug worked on him in ways no one could have predicted, and his growth would soon spark a storm that would shake the entire human world. One day, Charles, whose dementia had gotten worse, wandered out of the house in a daze. He spotted an unlocked car by the curb